As a musician, watching Bocchi the Rock was a perfect experience in my opinion. I found myself resonating with the full cast of this anime on numerous occasions and laughing the whole way through. This anime touches on a lot of problems that I personally dealt with in the beginning of my music and my content creation journey, and some that I even still struggle with now. This anime is perfect for musicians, but it's still super enjoyable for the normal people out there too. This show has actually helped me develop a different mindset about my music and my content creator journey, but we'll talk about that more a little bit later. Bocchi the Rock was a pleasant surprise for sure, and I'm really surprised that a music slice of life anime could be so fun and so expressive. So without further ado, let's chop it up. So, you know how we do things around here. First, we start off with the story. The story for this show is actually pretty simple. Our story follows a girl with a really bad social anxiety problem named Hitori. One day, her dad was watching this band on TV and she seen it, and from that day on, she practiced every day and vowed that she was going to be in the band one day and become famous. One day, she randomly meets this drummer named Nikija and joins her and a bass guitarist named Ryo to form a band called Kesoku Band, with Hitori's classmate Ikuyo becoming a later addition to the group. From here, the show is about them growing together as a group and essentially becoming the best band they can be. They learn each other as people, they spend a lot of time helping each other progress towards their dreams. While all this is happening, Hitori, now nicknamed Bocchi, is trying to conquer her social anxiety to somewhat become a functioning human being in society. She gets a job, she starts to go out, she starts to get comfortable in her own skin, all that jazz. Although the story is very simple, the execution of it makes it very phenomenal in my opinion. There are a lot of lessons in this show that are damn near like painfully relatable to me, and I'm talking shit that I juggle on a daily basis. And hopefully some of these lessons stick with me after I watch this show long after. Like when Bocchi was writing the band's first song, she was writing the lyrics for him, and she was struggling because she thought that she was being so genuine to the point where she thinks very few people will listen to it. So she ended up writing something very generic and very shallow so it could relate to a broader audience. She ends up showing this to Ryo, and Ryo reveals that inauthentic music is the reason she left her last band. She just told her at the end of the day, it may not relate to a lot of people, but the people that it does relate to is going to hit them very hard. My nigga, learning this was super important with my music and my content creation. One thing that I was not budging on from the beginning is I'm going to be me. I'm not budging on that. I'd rather be me than get everything being something that I'm not. I probably would be more successful in the short run, but I feel like your number one marketing point is always going to be you. You are the one thing that other people can never provide, so in the long run, the people that want to find you will, and want to find what you offer will. And I think that's for life in general. It's not just like a music and a content creation thing. Be 100% you 100% of the time. Or when Bocchi was down after watching Hiroi's band Sick Hack put on a great show for all those people, Hiroi said something super powerful to her that hit me specifically. She said that chasing after numbers and immediate results brings nothing but pain. That hit me pretty hard because that's exactly what I've been doing lately. I often associate my happiness of my craft with the results that it produces, and that's not the way I should be approaching my passions. And honestly, it's been producing that pain that she mentioned. In my 6 months on YouTube, I've been chasing this big dopamine hit from seeing the subscribers count go up and seeing a greater number of views, when in reality, I should just focus on the fact that I enjoy making YouTube videos. Of course, I want to live up this eventually, but I need to focus on my love for it. This anime damn near feels like it was made for me. It's spoken to me multiple times throughout these 12 episodes, and it's made me laugh every step of the way. Anime storytelling doesn't get more fun and imaginative than this. Now, move on to characters and character interaction. Gang, the characters in this show are all perfect. They all provide value, they're all really funny, and it's damn near impossible to hate anyone in this show. Bocchi is a perfect main character. She's funny as hell, she's extremely awkward but super caring, even though it's seemingly impossible for her to express it sometimes. She's the perfect representation of an overthinker with social anxiety. Every moment with her on your screen is super unpredictable and super funny. Keeping this show fresh is an understatement. She be straight up tweaking, gang, and I appreciate every moment of her. Going into Bocchi's brain when she overthinking are probably some of my favorite moments in the entire show because the visuals are so goofy and full of imagination, and her writing just feels so real. She really just be doing funny shit, like her sitting in those garbage cans performing in that damn box like she's Solid Snake or some shit. And don't forget her dolphin diving into the stands and smacking the ground. Damn near made me fall off my chair for real, I ain't gonna lie. Her social anxiety is a bit extreme, but at the end of the day, it's relatable and it feels super genuine. I've definitely seen some people like in real life that act just like her. Her character is spot on, and honestly, I think she's one of the most unique and enjoyable main characters I've seen in anime. Ryo funny as hell too. She be saying some of the funniest shit with the most blank expression and monotone voice. It's really funny seeing her freeload and try to make money off people, but she's not all jokes though. She's extremely real under all that, which is really cool. The authors were able to create a really good balance with Rio. She's also an introvert like Bocchi, but she's actually alone by choice. And with her and Bocchi being both introverts, they actually understand each other on a better level than others might think. Rio is actually a great character and the one that I thoroughly enjoy. Ikuyo is great as well. She's super positive 24/7, so much to the point where she's actually a bit naive, which is really great. She's such an optimist that she comes up with her own positive interpretations for other people's motives and actions. She always gives people the benefit of the doubt. She's super hard on herself though. She's just like me for real. She's actually really good at guitar already, but she's striving to become someone that can support Bocchi at the end of the day and the rest of the band. She's a hard worker who literally never gets complacent. She always finds herself by Bocchi's side, and she's always encouraging Bocchi to get out of her comfort zone. Nijika is really cool too. She's kind of the voice of reason of the group. She's like super positive, but it's like rooted into reality. She's super considerate of Bocchi, and she's actually like got to the point where she knows Bocchi pretty well. She's always wondering if she's putting too much pressure on her, and she actually takes time to reassure her, which is always a cool feature. She's even asked her that she actually want to do this after her first gig, since when she first asked Bocchi herself to be in the band, Bocchi didn't really give an answer. She just kind of drug her along there. At the end of the day, she wants the best for Bocchi in the band, and she really enjoys the time that she spends with them. All the side characters are fire too, my nigga. Seika is Nijika's big sister, and although she seems very intimidating and mean, on the inside she has an abundance of love for her sister in the band, and she just wants them to succeed. Hiroi is a fun-loving, alcoholic musician who's really hilarious, but at her core, she actually sees how talented Bocchi is, and actually she genuinely cares for her, even though she might be too drunk to let her know sometimes. PA didn't have that much screen time, but she's a great character too. She was really good at asking Seika those hard questions and getting those funny reactions out of her. She was another fun and outgoing character. The Sick Hack members were cool too. All the characters in this show are pretty much great. Some didn't get a lot of screen time, but they're all really good, and they all serve their purpose when they are on the screen. They're all likable when they're on the screen. All the dialogue and character interactions are pretty much perfect in my opinion, so thank you to all the authors and voice actors for your work in creating this world with these enjoyable ass characters. Thank you so much. Now, move on to looks, presentation, and music. You can tell that the animation team had hella fun with this anime. You can easily see that there's a lot of love put in this as you watch. Every episode, Bocchi has like this little episode, and it's followed up by some funny ass over the top visual that's going on in her brain. Sometimes the whole art style changes, and sometimes it's just super goofy, and sometimes you wonder how much budget this show actually got because it looks so good. But every time it's gonna be something creative. And this show is not just that, this show looks really good all around. All the movement in this show has this very alive and bouncy feel. Animation that during the actual performances themselves look crazy good. I really appreciate all the artists and animators that worked on this show, man. This shit looks amazing. And of course, come on, man, the music is great. I really been getting blessed these past few videos on music. All the music in this show is heat, especially the ones from the main band. So here's another soundtrack that I'm going to be listening to for a long time. Thank you to all the writers, composers, guitarists, drummers, and vocalists that put this together. I really appreciate you for what you did on this show, and I really appreciate you for what you do in general. All in all, Bocchi the Rock has so much to offer than your everyday slice of life anime. I think its character writing and references are unmatched, and I'm confident that Bocchi the Rock offers something that no other anime can give you. It's a one-of-one anime experience. I've seen a lot of anime at this point, and there's nothing quite like this. I would recommend this one to anyone that watches anime. There's something that everyone can appreciate in this anime by default, but especially if you're a musician or a content creator. Or if you have like an entrepreneurial mindset in general, I think this is a very good watch, and it gives you valuable messages that reach far beyond the music sphere it was going for. Watch Bocchi the Rock, my nigga. You will not be disappointed, I promise you. But that's all for me, man. As always, man, have a great day. Peace.